you met Don Jazzy. How did that happen?
So, funny enough, I met Don Jazzy in 2005. So, my cousin has a house in Surulere, and at that time, street carnivals were the thingy.
Oh, popping.
It's not like you have shows now. Before you had I don't want to call no brand, before you had the cigarette brands, and before you could have the beer brands, right, that were doing shows, it was always street carnival. So you cashed out from street carnival. You could do 5 carnivals at the end of the year. So there was a street carnival in Lishita, because me, I'd be Larry boy, right? So I used to, there's no way I've only Kilo, Bola Sadipe, Adelabu, Ulano, Itire, Samsholi Barry. So the Barrett came with his BMW that day, and there was Coco on it. I cannot forget. It was 5-seat. It was KOK on it. I was like, damn, who this? Fresh. Jazzy came through. At that time, it was Wandeko, but Wandeko was named Ebony that time. Ebony, remember that?
Shout out to Wandy.
Yeah, you might never remember. Dr. Sid. I want to say big shout out to Dr. Sid. Lord, I don't think a lot of people know the pivotal role Dr. Sid played, or still plays in my career, because I came back, I was Sid's DJ before anything. I got in, Jazzy said 3 things. He said, he said 3 things. He said, this your pony.
It's gotta go.
Or you go leave him for the door, you go come for the door. Say it like jazz, even I was like, okay, cool. Then second one was that when I come into somewhere, I always come in like this. Like this. That I should just
drop your shoulder.
Drop shoulder small, you know? If you are a product of the head who's Jazzy, you can see that a lot of things. So people say we don't have scandal. It's not like we're not scandal prone. It's just like we know some stupid shit not to do.
How have you been able to balance being a brand of your own as DJ Big N and being a part of a powerhouse like Mavin?
So, and I get this a lot, because you have people, and you have the devil on your shoulder as well. You have people telling you, I've had people tell me from time, John, you are big on your own now. You're big on your own. Like every time they introduce me, even in shows till tomorrow, even in America, Mavin DJ, blah 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 blah. You cannot tell the big end story without Mavin.
And welcome back to another wonderful episode of The Link Up on Echooroom. I remain your host, Teddy A. And on this show, the conversations echo beyond the surface. Today, I have another massive guest. All right, guys? This man, I refer to him as the sound surgeon. This man, he dissects sounds, yeah? He's one of the biggest DJs out of Africa, a pioneer of the culture. With me, I have the one. You see, when they say, when you are big, I beg.
Yeah.
You feel me? I have DJ Big N. My man.
He always loved, man.
Always love.
Good to see you, man.
Yeah, man. In ages, man.
You don't do podcasts?
Fuck now, from interviews, it's so mad. No, because I'm actually about to start a podcast called the Big Energy Podcast.
Hey.
So I kept that and just, said, you know what, I'm going to do this one for you.
Just for the...
I know that I present my energy.
Yeah, on a Big Energy Podcast. It's a Big Energy Podcast. Awesome. Now, talk me through your journey, man, because, we see Big N and we know Big N is one of the biggest names they game.
The journey is long, very, very long. A lot of opportunity cost. There's a lot of struggles, there's a lot of trials, a lot of second guessing. There's a lot of battling inner thoughts. Because for me, I'll be honest with you, I'm not those ones that will say, if I don't be DJ, if I don't be anything, probably be better off. And that's the truth.
Oh, word.
Yeah, because I come from a family where everybody else is, top of their game in 9 to 5, And I went to school, I did my first degree here, in Black, studied psychology. Then I went to Coventry in United Kingdom, did an MBA. And I remember coming to a house party, and one of my friends, Kennedy, who was my schoolmate in high school. I saw Kennedy with like 4 girls on his lap. This guy just did play music. I said, you know the funny thing? This is one of the few times I've actually said the reason why I wanted to be a DJ. Sometimes I just come and cook it up. Man, I love the way it sounds, how you jump up like that. I saw Kennedy with 4 chicks on his lap. I was like, I got to get behind that, man, you know. So I started learning how to DJ and started with, you know, just mixing songs, dancing straight 150s, techniques. I mean, those days we used to carry CDs and vinyl, you know.
Vinyls, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I've been doing this for a while. So carry CDs and vinyls and, you know, dubbing on it. It used to be so crazy. But I mean, thank you for technology now. So I moved back. No, so that was it. Then I started DJing because where I was Coventry. And the rich men's kids, people who have looted Nigeria's money, all their children used to go to Warren because it was like number 2 or 3 in the UK. And Coventry was like number 37 or 27, but it was down the road, 15 minutes. So these people used to be bored. What did we do? I said, okay, let's start doing parties. So they did the house parties, sneaking in alcohol with no license. So our crib was always lit. Our crib was always a place to be. You know, sometimes £5 at the door, you know. Sometimes over sale, £40, we sell it, you know, £50. Instead of going to the club to pay £100. So that's how we got by. I never did a menial job in London. Never did McDonald's or all the stuff. I always had money. So from there, I moved to London. Started DJing in Covent Garden for some Arab club. I can't remember the name of that club. But they used to pay me heavy, you know. And I started DJing house music, you know, before the Afro beats. Before the infusion of Afrobeat, there was bashment, there was, you know, reggae, there was house music, there was 2 steps, and that's what we started with, you know. Then I did the Birmingham Nigerian independence, and I decided to come back for holiday.
What year was this?
This was 2000. Then I came back 2010, 11.
Okay.
Yeah, I came back for holiday, and I remember that show. There was a show at Oniru Beach. Was me, Humility, Two-Face, M.I. Terry G. I can't remember the other ones. Genie? I don't know if it's Genie.
Genie.
No, Genie. And she, you know, need to see. So I was called for that show because somebody knew somebody I knew.
Genie, Ego, if you help me. Yeah.
And I knew one of the girls who one of the top dogs were with. Let's just leave it at that. It's like she slotted me in and I started DJing. And my fee then was like, you know, I think it was 80K or something.
At the time.
At the time, it was 80K. And I was like, you know what's cool? Because coming from London, it used to be 250, 300, and that's max. So, okay, cool. And that time, it's not now that Styles is 2,000. Pounds was like 125, 150 bucks there. So you're still getting more than that, right? So I started DJing. And where we come from, we DJ per hour, especially in London.
Okay.
But for this one, all right,
The whole set.
they don't book you, and I didn't know that. So this is me doing warm up. This is me doing sound check from 4 in the afternoon, and as of 2, I've not left that stage.
Dang.
In the morning, you know. So I threatened them that I was gonna go. You know, like this is not what I paid for, blah, blah, blah. And there was nobody else. Humility had left. So I think it was one big man. Just how much is your money? Okay, 1.2 million. And I'd never received that kind of money before for DJ. I went back to London, carried on my dirty clothes. I didn't even wash it. I just packed them and came back. So that's the story of me coming back.
That's crazy. Now, you say pack the dirty clothes.
Pack everything, come on. I was like, look at honey. But then again, I found out that it wasn't so. There was a mirage. It was
And I think you're also part of the, you know, era of people who had to come back home, you know, because of the grind and the rise
So
of Afrobeat.
here's the thing, right? After my schooling, I interned in an oil and gas company. I was good. I went to my MBA. I could come back to an oil and gas company. But even when I was doing my NYC there used to be a club called Case Place back then.
Case Place, yeah.
1145.
1145, yeah.
So I used to go to the club because there's a gym. There's a bathroom. There's a place where you change. I just used to carry so I go to the club clothes, carry my 9 to 5 clothes in the bath, go there, and I was always sleeping. So I remember she looked at me like this and said, "You don't sleep at home." Oh, she knew. So I was also, my mind was never
there
on the desk. It was never. Either way, God knows how he does his thing. I mean, I went to school not because I wanted a job. I just wanted to be knowledgeable and be disciplined. Like I tell people, if you go to school, it's not because you want to get a degree. If you go to school for 4 years, it means you're disciplined enough to wake up and do something and we get
every day.
Yeah, it's called discipline. For me, that's what education is. So, and that was it. So I just decided I wasn't going to do that. I rode the wave.
Awesome. I love that. Now I want to move on to something a lot more peculiar to you. You met Don Jazzy. How did that happen?
So funny enough, I met Don Jazzy in 2005. So my cousin has a house in Surulere, and at that time, street carnivals were the thingy.
Popping.
It's not like you have shows now. Before you had I don't want to call no brand. Before you had the cigarette brands, and before you could have the beer brands, right? That were doing shows. It was always street carnival. So you cashed out from street carnival. You could do 5 carnivals at the end of the year. So there was a street carnival in Lishita because me, I'd be Larry boy, right? So I used to. There's no way I've known Kilo, Bola Sadipe, Adelabu, Ulano, Itire, Samsholi Barre. So my cousin had a big mansion, like a 12-bedroom mansion in Adelabu, Amanda and Dylan and Chuma. And Ikechuku was dating, well, I'm not sure he was dating her, but whatever. He said,
he go cast with you today.
He knew one of the girls. And they called her and said, "What you said I do it for Shtaka?" I said, "Oh, pop through." So the band came with his BMW that day, and it was Coco on it. I cannot forget. It was 5 it was KOK on it. I was like, "Damn, who this?" Fresh. Jazzy came through. At that time, it was Wadiko, but Wadiko was named Ebony that time. Ebony, remember that?
Shout out to Wandi.
You might never remember. So I remember when Wadiko to come and get cigar, I was like, "I want to that what done by Jazzy Ebony." I was like, "Okay." So I met him there, took a couple of pictures, and I've always done about him, There were too many on the denominators, Then I came back, and Dr. Sid, I want to say big shout out to Dr. Sid. Lord, I don't think a lot of people know the pivotal role Dr. Sid played or still plays in my career, because I came back, I was Sid's DJ before anything. I was Dr. Sid's DJ before anything. So Sid said, come to the studio. And I came to the studio and I heard everybody laughing. They were laughing like they were engrossing gist, At the moment I opened that door, everybody kept quiet. So it's 2 things. You can look at it like, what's wrong with these people? Why did they do like that? Or you can look at it like, I like this kind of crew. It means that
they're family.
The shit is clackers. The shit is tight. The shit is locked firmly. And like, if you're an outsider, you're an outsider. And I needed to be part of that. It means that I don't know how people look at it. Some were like, why did they look me less? No, you're just not part of the crew. And if you become part of the crew, that's how they will shield you. So it's on a need to know basis. And I said, I need to be part of this crew. So that was it for me.
And then when you got in,
I got in. Jazzy said 3 things. He said, he said 3 things. He said, "This your pony.
It's gotta go."
Or you go leave him for the door. You go come for the door. Say this like jazz. Even I was like, okay, cool. Then second one was that when I come into somewhere, I always come in like this. Like this. That I should just
drop your shoulder.
Drop shoulder small, I said, dude.
I'm me.
How much? I got to how old was I? How much trying to unlearn shit like that? The last one was I should not beat up any of his stuff.
Wait, what? Did you have a temper or something?
Bruh.
I think that's the thing with people who have lived over there. The tolerance is very low.
Exactly, because like.
But then you learn over time, like, man, it's just the way they are, man.
Lower your ego. Not even ego. Lower your acceptance of bullshit.
Like, the tolerance.
Like, this is not hard. The applause. Like, come on, like you can't be that dumb.
Right.
Me will be like, where I grew up. First of all, I grew up in Lebanon. Anybody that says Surulere Pod, during my time in uni. That time they call me Gattuso. So I was that well-to-do kid who won we watch.
Really rugged
Who
still.
won we watch. I know their house. A man they beat me steady. He say, who see they play with these boys for road? Why they play with these children for street? No one. I say don't worry. One day you gonna understand what these children be for street. And they love me because I dey go Lemo, Shabana, but who don't know me? Ask them. They will tell you. Itare, who know, like all of them, you know, they all knew me at that time. Bana, we used to, I don't know if you ever in which case of Bana, we did massage Bana. Bana was said, wow! So we used to massage him with punch. It's crazy because that's the life I wanted to live. I just thought that life of being too bougie was not for me. Until tomorrow, I don't really like bougie people. I don't like bougie people because I feel like if you say some certain things because of say their body like this, you high pass person. So I just feel like we can all coexist.
Yeah.
All depends on your mate. And just be smart. Don't be bringing dumb shit to the table. And another thing, for me, I protect family at all costs. So now I've learned to chill. Now I've learned because I got kids, got family and everything, but I've learned to not act on impulse. Before we did throw hands, we did throw. Yeah, one day we come back from London. One of my older cousins. This is like 3 steps of older. And that guy was just talking to a girl outside. We were driving from Surulere to 45 to what they wanted, Legato. It was called Legato. So that was Club Towers. I'm talking about old clubs. You know what I'm saying? Like near Iban. And he was talking to some girl. And the next thing, the guy that was toasting the girl just came and said, "Oh, you don't know, boy, sir, what's the worry about?" God just tapped his head like a movie. All the doors from long go for. Bro, I'm not sure say that guy's still okay today. So I just protect my own. That's it.
That's what's up.
Not easy nowadays. I'm not easily, tempered, especially because Jazzy also, infused it to me like, okay, I'm ready we won't fight. There was a day we were coming from the cinema. Jazzy booked out Palms, and he took all of us, like all the Mavins, to the cinema. And I was driving his Bentley. He was on the right side, and some guy driving like a Honda or something. So at toll gates, I don't know if it's still there. They're like
the bumps. Yeah,
I'm talking about 2013, 2014.
Yeah.
They're bumps. So we came from Palms, and the guy kicked the Bentley at the back. I got down. I was like, Now, the guy was infuriating me because he couldn't even say sorry. I was like, guy, all I had was, begin! Let's fucking go! Now, on the way back to the studio, at the Vex, I just say, waiting, man.
So it was lights out.
Jazzy, supposed to give out one more soak. Jazzy just called me to the room and said, begin. I think it was only me and him. He said, I've seen 3 different ways that shit could have gone. Okay, we slap her. You prove level, he fall, he die. They go burn all our cars. 2, he slap you, you fall. Because you did do champion, you did measure dick. Anything if it happen. Number 3, I had seen 5 years down the line. Where is Living Records? He ended because of something.
It's like, yeah, say 5 years.
That's how Jazzy is.
Crazy.
It's called Listen Mango. I'll tell about that story before the end of the show. So for me, it was always, try to see other avenues to resolve conflict. So.
Awesome. It sounds to me like, for the Mavin crew, Fang is everything.
Well, so it trickles down from the head. If your head not correct, how your feet won't move. So if your head not tell you you move, you're not gonna move. So down to the gate man, down to the cleaners, everybody's a Mavin. And God knows how he does this stuff because I just feel like he put everybody there for a reason. So if you are a product of the head who is Jazzy, you can see that a lot of things. So people say we don't have scandal. It's not like we're not scandal prone. It's just like we know some stupid shit not to do. So when you isolate the stupid shit and you don't do most of them, it's more than likely that you stay scandal free or you will not be into stupid things. So it's a family because of the attitude of the boss. So it trickles down, you know. Some smelling things where you go do where you're not supposed to. They go think and say, it does it here, how you go feel. And not that it's going to work. It's not God, but it's just going to be a disappointment. Yeah.
That's awesome. Now, let's talk about you as a brand. How have you been able to balance being a brand of your own as DJ Big N and being a part of a powerhouse like Mavin?
So, and I get this a lot because you have people, and you have the devil on your shoulder as well. You have people telling you, I've had people telling me from the beginning, from time, John, you are big on your own now. You're big on your own. Like every time they introduce me, even in shows till tomorrow, even in America, Mavin DJ, blah 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 blah. You cannot tell the big end story without Mavin. How hard is it to give people their flowers? How hard is it to say, okay, these are the people that made me? There's going to be a time where I would stand on my own, right? But I'm just saying that it takes nothing. I do my own stuff. I do big and bang it. It's not Mavin. I do different stuff. I go on tour. It's not Mavin. But at the end of the day, if that is attached to you, don't act like you're above it. Because the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Now I say this because it's a theory in psychology where they say it's easier to say 100 than to say 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. So the whole is greater than the sum of its parts.
Yeah. Okay. Now, you had this relationship with, Don Jazzy. You said, people have told you to leave and stuff like that. Have you ever thought about it?
I always tell people stuff, right? There's good, there's bad. How you choose to handle it, now that determines your character. You cannot say I've not thought about it. Of course, because if somebody says something, you're going to somebody say, well, if you see this babe, if you see her hair, automatically your mind is putting pieces of a puzzle and bringing to light what the person is saying. So if somebody speaks to you and say, XYZ, of course you would think about it. But then again, how you act on those kind of information is what defines character. Free lunch.
You're known for controlling big crowds. You mentioned big and banging and things of that nature. How have you been able to keep that going?
I mean, I love crowds. I like I said, I don't like bougie people. And that's one of the reasons why you don't really see me DJing in clubs anymore. We lost the essence. It lost the core value of how we started and how we were DJ. When we used to DJ, we used to pay around me back then. Now who sabi dance, they carry babe go house before. I'm telling you, now who sabi dance, they carry babe go house before. Unfortunately, now who they pop most more bottles, even if you're wearing singlets, now who they do bottle wars. And it's fine because you have to accept change. It's always constant. But for me, it's a things I do not condone. I came into this business or into this thing because really and truly, apart from the fact that the girls and stuff, I know music. I'm one of the few DJs who have music from the 60s. I have Beach Boys, I have Elvis Presley, Frank Sinatra, Otis Redding, Commodores, Beach Boys. If they say if they call you for a billionaire wedding right now or a billionaire 80th birthday, most of you can't DJ that shit. You're going to get on a piano from them. You're also going to download YouTube videos and not even know music songs and not even know what the song is about. So for me, it just changed the whole vibe. And that's why I like DJs who are branching out, who are doing their own thing, So if you notice now, you see DJs starting to do their own stuff.
Yeah,
you have Consequence, you have Obi, you have CK, you have Neptune, you have... anybody doing their own stuff, to be honest. And I like it, you know why? Because at the end of the day, you curate music that is intentional. You're not playing something as once somebody's telling you play Doremi, it's telling you play WWE or UEFA Champions League music. So for me, I feel like even this new generation, some of them just want to take a zoom, a vibe. They don't mind buying 30 shots, but don't make me buy 3 Casamigos. I wouldn't end up buying 2. At my own pace. And you don't need to bring it with lights. I'm just vibing.
I'm chilling.
Chilling. So for me, I think the club culture is at a very, very, very critical stage in Nigeria. That's why I like big crowds. I've done big crowds. I like big. When I get big crowds, it makes me feel.
You feel big.
Like a demigod. Because I'm on the stage and I'm literally telling you to do this like I'm a puppet master.
Yeah.
So I've done a lot of big stages. To be honest with you, I've done probably was first Nigerian DJ to do Jay-Z's Made in America. That's when I was touring with Tiwa. You know, I've done MSG. Remember, I've done MSG, O2. I've done, what have I not done? I've done stadium as well. So I like those crowds because the few DJs in Nigeria that command a microphone. And for me, that's the value added advantage that I have over a lot of DJs. So it's not just playing music. I mean, AI, they mix music now by itself. If you just type 10 songs, it will mix it for you. What's the difference? And that's why I keep telling people, especially people who just stick in on my piano, you have to have a persona, so presence, so that they call you, they know what's going on. I'm the kind of person that can just say, if you never fuck this year, make some noise. I'm trusting the whole building goes crazy. You know, if you know you came here with your fucking best friend, mates, like, you gotta ginger the crowd. You have to make them understand. You have to play music they didn't even know they wanted to hear. That's the core. That's when you say you're a DJ. It's not about playing music that, the crowd wants to hear. No, I'm gonna play music the crowd did not know that they wanted to hear. Period.
So talk to me about your most difficult set. What was that like?
I mean, you have sets that you've prepared for. You have said that you prepared for, and the devil decides today that he wants to show himself. But I always tell him that, greater is he that is in me.
He's in the world.
He these dicks. You have some things you already prepared, but you will just go there. So we have different kind of equipment. You have the S9, you have the S11. Sometimes you even have the Oppo Squad. And because technology is, before we just used to have SL. SL is a hardware that you connect RCA, and plugs everything. That one, no, they fail. But since this technology, you go and press it, choose the deck, assign. Oh God, you just be there about to.
Kilo shele.
You just scratch air. The thing's not moving. The waveforms are like, damn shit. So that's when, and after how to use the microphone, restarting the computer, restarting the decks to make sure everything is up. Those are one of them all. There was a day when we did a mini concert in London. And Tiwa was the first person to go out. I can't forget that day. The Kabuki, they wrote the Kabuki and Tiwa showed, but the deck wasn't playing.
Wow.
And Tiwa was in it like a pose.
Waiting.
Yeah, like a Beyonce pose, style sexy pose in white. For like 5 minutes. And someone came to the crowd and said, go on then, Tiwa, say something.
Say something.
So those are embarrassing moments, but I mean, those kind of shows where they always end up being there.
Awesome. That was crazy. Go Big Ed is a trip.
Thank you, bro.
Yo, you're on a link up with yours truly, Teddy A. If you'd love to be a part of the show, be a guest, a sponsor, I mean, come on, you know what to do. Email us at the details at the bottom of your screen. Now, DJ Begin. Let's get back to the convo. Mavin, before, in the era of Tiwa, One Day, the band.
The bands were doing me.
All those guys were. Yeah. So let's talk about their era and this era. Which is more powerful to you?
It depends. The powerful is relative. Were you quantifying it with? Were you basing it off? Are you basing it off streaming numbers? Are you basing it off star power? Are you basing it off what numbers? What is statistics? What's the criteria for basing it? So if you say family oriented, I'll say it's always been more hits because I know that you see more hits. What I heard is you can't be. Everybody puts inputs, everybody inputs and it trickled down. That's the reason why you used to see the band on a show, but you see Dr. Sid on that same stage. You see, when they call on the show, you see the Prince on the same stage. So it was a family. Mohit was more than a label. It was a family. Yes, it was a family and it trickled down. Everybody was able to get residual fame. So it's not, when everybody wasn't up at the same time, somebody was listing somebody up. So before Dr. Sid had pop champagne and whatever, he was on the stage with the band doing Suddenly. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Doing Fall in Love. Before the Prince had Goodie Bag and Good Morning, Your Highness, or what, So everybody was complimenting each other. So at that time it was different. Even music as a whole was different. You had EME, you had
Chalk City.
Chalk City.
Yeah.
So it was more family. Labels were more family. And fortunately and unfortunately, although it doesn't necessarily need to be like that. Nobody really needs to know your papa. We're here, And now it's more formal in maybe so to speak. I mean, there's love. You have, you see Rema and Crayon. Those two are inseparable because they had a bond before signing. So, but it's more people are focused on what they want to do and what they want to achieve.
So you're saying, in essence, that the Mohit era is the most preferable to you?
For me, it was Mavin because I really didn't see the Mohits like that. I heard about it, but for Mavin, Mavin was crazy. We know Mavin, that studio, now wake up, brush teeth, bath. Sometimes when they get there, we know because there's no window. So you never really
know what time
it was.
Yeah.
Unless somebody says shit, it's 4 a.m. I remember when Tiwa just had a baby and she came back and she was in that studio for like 3 weeks straight. Right, since she was sleeping inside the studio booth, just making sure that she delivered that Red album. I think it was the Red album, And it's not easy because people don't see the work, But it was easy. We had a group chat. So we used to gossip on that group chat. We used to yap people, It was crazy. It was family. It was nice. It was organic. It wasn't forced. We used to have times when we just used to chill, Jazzy would just come through with some nuggets, we used to challenge each other. Cody is very, very intellectual as well. So he used to bring some part, and be like, oh, this. At that time, the press was very, 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 very into astrology and stuff. So things like that.
Nice.
So now, what happened?
20 friends can't play for 20 years. For me, I feel like it's just times have changed, and it's just the truth. Like this generation is different from ours. So they are audacious. You can't tell them what to do. I always used to tell Jazzy sometimes, Jazzy, why they tell these people this XYZ? Jazzy said, first of all, it's good for a driver to enter a pothole himself.
To know how it works.
If he enters the pothole himself, he more than likely will dodge that pothole next time. As opposed to you telling him, oh, there's one day, he probably will not remember. So it's really like on autopilot. Everybody, make mistakes. That's what life is about. The only thing is that make sure you learn from those mistakes. Because now when you don't learn, I ain't probably. So everybody's doing their own things. Everybody has an idea of what their journey should be. Everybody has an idea of what their destination should be. Everybody has an idea of what their superstardom should be. And you can't force it. You understand me? It's nice. We've done a Mavin album. We did a Mavin album. Yeah. You can't force it. So at the end of the day, those that are parties are parties. The ones that are not parties are not parties. And it's nothing deep.
Nothing personal.
No. It's nothing personal. As a matter of fact, if you haven't just said it, I didn't even think about it.
Awesome. So Mavin finding new action now, because I know you guys have a deep roster.
Mavin has academy. So at the end of the day, everybody's 2 years deep in. For anybody you see maybe come up, at least they don't do 18 months.
Internship.
The full academy. Nobody just assign somebody from prison. Nobody do from nowhere. No. Full KYC.
Facts. You guys go through Amo.
20-factor authentication.
Before somebody come tell us say we kidnapped the Bikini, we don't know.
Makes sense. Mavin shaped the industry. From the Boys era to Mavin, shaping it into the juggernauts that we have right now in Afrobeat, and we've all been a part of that. and they're still standing. Now let's move to Mavin being where they are now. Mavin have a partnership with one of the biggest record labels in the world. How has that been for the industry?
I mean, Mavin was acquired by Universal. So it just means, and I tell people, people that are myopic and the albedo see past their nose.
Pass their nose.
Have a big problem, The word collaboration and the word expansion are very cheap. It's an English word, but it applies to everybody. It's a way you carry something and your strength can carry it. For me, it's marginal utility. At that point, that break point, no matter how much you do, we've tried. It doesn't negate the fact that you have done things that are legendary. No. It just means that from here on, we can actually take it to the next level. And that is what it's about. So it means more collaborations, more signings, more quality music, more placements, more money, more everything. If you thought that you were doing stuff now, it means you can multiply by 5. Pretty much.
Now, some people would say in some quarters that the influx of money into the industry from the corporate labels
would diluted the music.
Diluted the music, one, and then it has stifled the growth of our industry.
Perfect. I hear that as well. I'm not going to stand here and say that I do not agree with you. I totally agree with you. Afrobeat right now is at its worst position in the last 20 years.
That's crazy.
And everybody has a part to play. Everybody has a part, because both the artists, but everybody, So the quality of music, first of all, you have to understand that before anything else is the product.
Facts.
You can blame anything else, but the product
has to be quality.
It's the product.
Yeah.
And Joey Hakan said something one day on Twitter. He said something about them wanting us for our originality. You can't sell hip-hop to America.
Exactly.
Possible. That genre is American originated. You can sell Afrobeat, you can't sell hip-hop. So always remember that whatever you want to export has to be original.
First.
You try to export something else, it's only a matter of time before this. We don't know what Sai is saying in Ghana that. So tomorrow he's doing stadiums, 100,000, 90,000. But music is a spirit. Music has a way of catching people. Music has a way of getting to people who want to consume it. Whether or not it's by referral, whether or not it's by discovery, but music in itself is energy. It can never be destroyed. It can be replicated, created, it can be morphed, but it can never be destroyed. So African music needs to come back to its true form. Until Afrobeat returns to its true form. Now I'm talking about the melody, the percussions, listen. Artists that get caught up. I'm not necessarily talking about Nigerian artists. It happens to reggae artists as well. When you get caught up in America, right, or in the Western world, you are not going to Nigerian places or Afrobeat places because you're a superstar. They'll probably rush you. The crowd might not be able to handle anything. So you gather yourself and hear probably what is American, what is European. It stunts your creative process. There's no way you're listening to Jamaican music for 1 year. I want to flinch. So you want to give me it's not possible. Or at least come back, So for some reason, I feel like also we'll not speak about the money aspect. Afrobeat artists are charging exorbitant prices. Now, I know so. You have to realize that it's very few American artists that can command $500,000. Very few. And if you're paying Boy Boy $751 million, that's bigger than your American artist.
Facts.
It's not sustainable. It's not sustainable. So you can pay people like Burna that because Burna's shot off through the roof.
Right.
Burna is an international artist.
Right.
It's not an athlete. He's an international artist. So you have to understand that not only are you in a room, now we collect that crumbs now, because now nobody in Lagos again now. You know, I can shoot my money up to 15 million right now. I've had somebody pay me 10 million for a gig. Why? Because you can't afford Burna Boy.
They're not home.
You can't afford Wizkid. Or somebody has to play that music.
Can't afford grandma.
You can't afford grandma. Somebody can't afford David either. You can't afford Tio. You can't afford Aaron. You can't afford Tens.
Crazy.
Facts. You can't even afford Charlie Poppy.
Crazy.
Bad.
Not even CK.
Nah, forget it. You can't even afford those. Because those people are commanding FX. Do you understand? They're commanding FX. So what you now see is that there's a hole back home. First of all, they're not over here. They're abroad. So there's a disconnect.
So the void
is, and it's showing, it's like a crack in the wall.
Right.
Or in a dam. It's leaking. Only a matter of time before it, overflows. So we need to go back to the roots. And what you have now is that songs are not lasting. First of all, let me explain something on this show I've never said before. Fame has been decentralized. The barrier to entry for fame is very low. Before, celebrities were real celebrities. Right now, anybody can become a celebrity. I can say stupid shit on the internet 5 times, I get verified, and I start doing adverts. That's celebrity.
Facts.
Before, when I'm talking about before you become a celebrity, Fino, Olamide, there was a wow factor. There was a celebrity. There was an aura that they used to command. But now, you have to understand that everybody, and first of all, everybody's attention everything is decentralized. So the same person that is listening to Davido, Rema, Burna, Wizkid can switch to Kata Efe's life. Or can switch to Pella. So everybody's fighting for attention. So I'm
sorry, man.
being honest with you, bro.
I didn't see that coming.
That's true. So you feel like everybody is superstar. All you need to use just to like his film. BDM, my nigga, that's my nigga there.
Yeah.
Taking over the internet.
Yes.
You will listen to him 6 minutes.
Yes.
And 6 minutes, that's 3 music videos.
Yes.
That's 3 music videos. But he's taking the attention. So people like that have decentralized fame. Do you understand?
I never thought about it this way though.
Yes, because like I said, the barrier to entry is very low. I remember when Jazzy were talking about this in London, right? And he was like, sometimes, he said bigger, and I know you feel like DJs now, everybody just, shaking their hands, everybody doing this, blah, 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 blah. But that you have to realize that. So somebody else there was explaining why it was so. There's a sing button on the DJ machine, and automatically all the music sings. And he said to me, you can't be mad at that, because at the end of the day, you're not upset when technology helped you. You're not upset when you need to make a call or you need to go somewhere real quick and you were able to send an email. You were not upset when you needed to send £5,000 abroad and there was a kick.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you're upset because so simple time. You don't want to be a Nokia in an iPhone space. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, embrace technology because it's here to stay and it keeps evolving. So rather than talk down or rather than castigate these people, embrace them, school them, integrate them and be an OG.
And be a part of it.
The barrier to entry is lower. Before, this is also Jazzy that told me this, before, people needed to really play music. There was talents. People needed to play music, people needed to play live guitars. But here's scapegoat. Now you just drag splice, you just drag put you name. It's automated.
Yeah.
And no disrespect. Because at the end of the day, it makes your work simpler. So a lot of things have been decentralized. And until we accept that, it is fine. So this like one small, the same person that is loving terms, she can scroll up and see Cyberboard. She can scroll up and see anybody else.
Thank goodness.
And no, I'm serious. It doesn't mean anything. She's doing her own content, right? She's killing her own content, but that's what she's selling. And the truth about it is that if nobody's interested, she won't be in demand.
Facts.
So for every supply, if there's no demand, it'll be scarce. So the truth about she's doing something right. It might not resonate with you, but
the audience.
But you're talking about Cyberboard.
Yeah.
If she decides to monetize her page too much, she's getting millions.
She is.
Decides to do adverts, she's getting millions.
Yeah.
So you have to understand that that same lady is in competition with tens on attention.
Attention,
Not necessarily numbers. Nobody should misquote me here.
Yeah.
Not necessarily numbers but just, I'm on Instagram. I'm on YouTube. Nos Mirage is killing shit.
Facts.
Nos Mirage is killing shit. I was in America. American girls are tuning to Nos Mirage. So whether or not you like it, it's been decentralized. And you have to find where you fit into it.
Yo, this gist just got hotter on this show. Big N, I'm glad you're speaking about, DJs now charging, good money because there's a void that's been created. I agree with that 1,000% because these guys are charging way more than everyone expects. So what would be your advice? Would you say, because these guys are international acts, so what happens?
So for me, there has to be demand. So if we realize we have a breakthrough, international breakthrough, Afrobeat song, it's been long, and the last one we had, the Caribbeans have taken it, which is Mali, which is Shake It to the Max. Shake It to the Max is from a Ghanaian, but the Caribbeans have collected it like as if it's a Jamaican and I don't blame them because of the bounce. But when last have we had a crossover song? As long as you don't have a crossover song, you're stalling. So it's a matter of time. First of all, your streams will reduce in number, your money in streams will reduce in number, and because those streams are not cutting across anymore, of course your money in shows will reduce. Nobody's going to pay you $1 million again. Nobody's going to pay you $500K again. They're going to start affiliate $250. So it's two things. Either you're okay sitting in your house, chopping the Gary, and saying, I'm on my way to like get a hit, which you do not know when next it's going to be. You're just as good as your last hit.
Right.
So you don't know when next your hit is going to draw. Lock up inside your house and eat Gary, which is fine. Or
That's not fine, guys. It's not fine.
No. I know a couple people would have done that, trust me. But I won't mention any. And it came back with fire. Anyway, but I would say either you do that or you just lower your rate.
Came back with fire.
It's happened, trust me.
Yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Big name.
Big names. You don't know what's going on indoors. So.
I have a hint.
Well, you can hint, but I'm not speaking.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say none because we don't want to get dragged on this show.
Once again, guys, we would love to be a part of the show, be a guest, be a sponsor, or just be a part of the family. Send us an email at the details at the bottom of your screen. Begin.
Let's talk about the music.
What's next?
I mean,
Once you hear fire, bro.
no, I mean, also to get this big artist, like someone like us, I have songs with everybody. Trust me. I have a song with Burna Boy, I remember. Can be cleared. I have a song with David. I have a song with Waniko. I have a song with Keith Darling. I have a song there's nobody I don't have a song with. So I have a song with Buju. It's one thing to do these songs. It's one thing to get cleared. People don't understand that. It's easy to get an artist in the studio.
Especially Wiz, huh? It's hard.
Oh boy, Cotton Ball Wiz, man. You see, I got to say a big shout out to Wiz. Say tomorrow. Wiz was the first person who ever gave me a record when I came back. Gave me Erima, and that was a hit. Everybody knows that song. Erima with Dr. Sid.
Yeah.
And that was actually big shout out to Dr. Sid. He actually was very instrumental in that. Anyway, so for me, it's discovering new talents. I'm all about discovering new talents. So I had a show called Undiscovered that I was doing last year, trying to pick out artists, that the next emerging artist. I picked out one. His name is Irawa, which is coming very, very hot soon. But fortunately, I'm sure you hear what happened to me in South Africa in January. That just stepped in.
Yeah.
Slowed my whole year. It took 6 months of my life. So I had to pause and just recalibrate, strategize and move forward. But yeah, it's music, for me. I like fusing unlikely talents together. All my songs that I've ever done, you will never see them that have done collaboration. I mean, I had a song with Tiwa and Brother. If you Google it, you see it. Nobody has heard Tiwa and Brother before. It's on that. I had a song with Don Jazzy and Kiss Daniel. I had a song with
Don Jazzy and Kiss Daniel.
Yeah, that's it. My dear, shake your bum, my sweetie. Yeah, so you've never heard them before. I had a song with Mr. Easy. I had a song with Rema Uluguma. That's the first record. Other song with Ricardo Banks, YC at the end. So I was just fusing unlikely talents. That was what I was doing.
I want to talk about what you just, brushed on, because I wanted to leave that for last, because I wanted the good vibes to flow before speaking on that. You were an essay, and, I personally reached out to you and all that.
Yeah.
What went down?
I mean, I'll say this here. I don't know who is going to say it. When you hear something or a loud voice in your head, it's just that we have to be discerning. Everybody needs to have a discerning spirit. So sometimes we float. Sometimes we just do what we like. But if you really take your time, you will hear something tell you which one is wrong, which one is right. If you go against it, in most cases, you will end up in trouble. So Jazzy, Teda, and some people, we went to South Africa for holiday. Celebrate the good year, holiday. We got invited to a lounge that was like 45 minutes away from Santa. We went there. Immediately I got there, I already knew. Because when we were on the jet, I was already telling Jazzy, they wear Rolex for South Africa. So it's not like we did not know. They wear Rolex for South Africa. Jazzy was okay, he moved everything, So it's not like I did not know. We got to South Africa, they had guys with guns, like
Whole security.
yeah, security was tight.
Yeah.
I didn't care, but it was guards. And that's where the guy man in me messed up. So we're in the club, the lounge, and I just saw everybody South African. We are the only Nigerians here. It's only our table that they're bringing fire to.
Oh, man.
Our table that they're bringing champagne to. Our table that they're bringing.
That's where you guys probably slipped, though.
But guess what, though? We had like 7 guys with us. So you guys thought you were so. Bulletproof everything. So we're good. As you can do is just hate. You can get into the club. But for some reason, man was God. Jazzy said, Jazzy said, tired. I said, why you like to do like old man? Like, he's every time. Every time 1 hour, you don't reach house. Why? What's the point of coming out? Jazzy said, thank you. As I was actually to you, really, my passport was in my pocket. I gave Ted, I said, help me put this in my room. I don't know why I did that. My guys were coming. I had a guy that I knew from Lagos. He was coming. So he came already with his friend. So we're together. I said, come, Jazzy, go, Joe. I get my boys. My boys no town now. So nothing they happen.
I dare you lose guy.
There I lose guy. Na the airport be dance. So Jazzy left. I escorted him. Came back. I was wearing my big diamond chain, my Rolex, Wimbledon, and one chain that White Stone jeweler gave me, And when I went outside, we said, let's go to Cocoon. I saw this new E-Class, the new Mercedes. First of all, I don't like sedan cars. I don't like going to low cars.
I mean, you're a tall man.
I don't. I'd rather wait for Jeep.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, okay, cool. We squash it. Now, Jazzy's PA, Jessica. God bless. Jessica is the most important person to me for the first 6 years. So she was in between his friend. He was in front because his right-hand drive. The driver was in front. The driver is a security guy.
Okay.
I noticed that when I got into the car, there was a bulletproof on the chair. Fresh red flat. I was like, what's going on? He was like, man, they wear bulletproof for here. You never know. Okay, it made sense. I was like, okay, cool. He now asked the guy, where the AK? He said, I did the AK for club. I was like, shit. So we're driving. And I say why we go, say Cocoon. I put Cocoon on my GPS, on my phone.
Yeah.
As I raised my hand like this, we're at the traffic light. about to enter the express. I noticed I was counting for like 27, 37 seconds, and it was still red. In my head, all I could think of was, for Lagos, man, no. You know, cow,
They don't move now.
what did I do this guy?
Yeah.
Oh, no problem. Before I knew it, one car just came in front, one champagne green came in front of us. My guy was like, reverse back. You could even tell that this guy that was driving the car, you could even tell that the guy that was driving the car
already knew.
No. Doesn't even know how to drive that car because it's a sticker.
Ah.
He was looking for the reverse on the thingy. So it's like reverse. So he puts the reverse, tried to roll back, and that car had blocked him. Now, he tried to open his door. This one long this already. The one for back this was only me and Jessica. And I saw them coming. He said, I run now.
Jeez.
Now, as a brother, you see Orobo just the run. I think it's your
Orobo just the run. Everything just the shake. Everything just the shake. I just hear.
Don't run. I look back, like all these niggas are following me. I'm like, that's what I knew it was me they came for. So there's a railing. I just said, this up. Now, I know gunshots. I knew that was a semi-automatic.
Jesus.
I didn't think it was even a semi, it was a full auto, to be honest. It was an AR-15 because I heard the way, so it was condensed. And I thought myself do this.
Whoa.
So at that point in time, I'm in shock because I'm like, shit, what happened? Next thing I'm like, why my leg wet? My shoe wet, you know?
God.
Blood. So I fall down because I couldn't walk anymore. And the guy puts the gun on
your head.
On my head here. I says, so I was lying down this way. So there was 2 hand chain, there was 2 diamond rings. There was my diamond chain in my head. And I was like, okay, I was trying to move them, you know. It was like, where's the watch? That's when I knew.
The rollie.
So I was like, this was clock out, you know. Where's the watch? Rolex stay when they open normally. You
know, grill pool.
That day. I break the Rolex for the clamp. I broke it. You know, tick. You know, I was a big that day. I was like, tape, man.
Yes. Yo, it's your life we're talking about, though.
So there's a gold one.
Yeah.
So this was a very important chain. They had to buy it back from me. So pretty much the same gold chain as well.
Wait, they bought it back?
No. So somebody gave me this chain, and because it got lost, they bought it back.
Okay.
Pretty much. So I had to yank it up, you know, and give them. So I'm on the floor on the express, and I had to make a decision. This is how you're going to die. I started crawling back, got up, went back to be before started coming out from the bush. Like, obviously, the driver don't run. My guy would not start coming out. Then police came. Who shot? We had Dutch. I'm like, nigga, I can't let you in the crease. They say, they have to start saying, asking this shit. Take me to the hospital. Went to the hospital, you know, the lady kept on asking, you know, do you have anybody that's prayed for you? Because how could it miss your vein, your artery, blood vessel, and all that? So pretty much it went in and in, through and through, you know. But I thought that was the end, you know. So I was happy because I'm like, I don't believe that if I see they call myself 50 cents. But to be honest with you, shit got worse, like 2 weeks after. And I had what they call shingles. So because there's trauma when there's trauma in the body, if you've had chickenpox before, the virus stays dormant in your body. And it comes back as shingles when there's trauma. So, bruh, that shit fucked me up. It was worse. The gunshot, I didn't mind getting shot 4 times than the shingles. Shingles got my face. My whole face was fucked up. If you had seen my face, like, messed up my face. Do you know what it is to itch your face, but there's no relief? I ended up burrowing into my skin. I see my tooth, you know. It was crazy. Till tomorrow, I'm still on these drugs because my nervous system got fried. You know, I'll be somewhere. You know, she said, this place is cold. And I'm like, man, she should not switch it off. Yes, because sometimes I just be burning up. I just be myself, I'll be burning up. And the doctor says, see, the nerves are fried. They will take 18 months to 2 years for these nerves to grow back.
Jesus.
So they really fucked me up badly. And now, I'm very wary. I'm very, very wary. Very wary. I'm very aware. I can tell who's 1 kilometer away. Well, not 1 kilometer away. I really assess my surroundings, you know. I don't walk around unprotected. I don't walk around without security. And if I'm without security, best believe I'm properly guarded. You don't want to come close. I have to. Just sounding that for
Oh, crazy. Yo, Big N. We're so thankful for being vulnerable, about your experience in South Africa. And we're so glad you're still here. We're so glad we're able to have this conversation because, we saw your post as, you were out, you were having a good time, and the next thing, you're at the hospital. So good to have you here. I'm just going to have, you say one more thing before you go, because I don't want to keep you here for too long. We'll be here for a bit. So just talk to your fans.
I mean, for me, I just feel like it's 2025. A lot of people are caught up with doing the wrong things, and it's so easy to derail. It's so easy to wallow in self-pity. It's so easy to accept mediocrity. And it's not your fault because, that's where we are. That's what the world is about. There's so much information. 24 hours is no longer 24 hours. You need more like 30 hours than 24 hours because there's no time anymore.
Facts.
You end up spending more time pitying yourself and asking yourself, why? I feel like if you don't get up and say, I want to do this, even if it is pretty much, let me give an example. The opposite of success is not failure, is lesson learned. And I'll tell you why. You only fail when your natural body cannot do something again. So if you have the ability to try and do it again, it's not failure. So for me, to be youths out there, to whoever wants, if you want to be a shoe shiner, that's what my father said. Go and want to be one of the best shoe shiner. You can never know if you don't pick it up. You can never know if you don't start. The common denominator with everybody that is successful, if you hear everybody's story, is that they challenge themselves. They said they were going to do it. Nike is not stupid to say just do it. They've been around for how many years?
Facts.
So those people that tell you a step, it's really true. I just decided to be something, and everybody was going to give me money and buy me my houses and stuff. I just wanted to get behind controlling the music that controls emotion. There's music for people who want to have sex. There's music for people who want to drink. There's music for people who want to die. I just want to be behind that. So you have to say what your quota is in the world. What do you want to be known for? What do you want to do? Money will come after that.
Facts. And on that note, we've come to the end of another very, very valuable session. I call it a session because I'm with a psychologist here. Make sure you follow him on all his socials at DJ Big N. You cannot miss it. And as the living legend would say, when you are big, you're big. Yes, sir. So follow us on our socials. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share on Instagram at Echooroom. That's ACHOOROOM_. And like I said on YouTube, share, like, and subscribe. I remain your host, Teddy A. Only the bold win. Afrobeats forever.
Yes. What do people go by the name DJ Big N? You already know what it is. When you're big. I am on LinkUp on Echooroom with Teddy A. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Peace out.